Hey kids, it's time for crafts with Miss Gloria and Oscar. Oscar, you dressed for the craft time today. What do you got on? Okay, you got your shirt with a boat on it. Well, what do you know? We're going to talk about Jesus in the boat. Now, this is one that you can make at home. And let me tell you, you can tell the story to your folks or your siblings or whatever with just this bottle. Now, I'm taking the story that it's in multiple books in the New Testament, but I'm taking the one out of Mark chapter 4, verse 35. Jesus had been preaching all day long. He decided that it was nighttime, it was time to go across the Sea of Galilee to the other side to another city. So his disciples and Jesus got in the boat. Jesus was exhausted and he laid down in the bottom of the boat and he went to sleep. So it's nighttime. They're out on the Sea of Galilee. There's my boat. It's kind of dippy, but there's my boat. All of a sudden a storm comes up. See how you can make the waves go? The storm came up. The boat is rocking and turning. The water is getting in the boat. It's sloshing around. The disciples are trying to scoop it out, and Jesus is still asleep. The disciples wake up Jesus and they said, "Jesus, can't you see we're in a terrible storm? Don't you care? We're going to die." Jesus got up. He stood up and he said, "Peace, be still." The waves stopped rocking. The wind stopped blowing, and the boat was still there on the water. And they got across the other side. The disciples are scratching their head going, "Who is this guy? Even the wind and the waves obey him." Well, you know what? This is super duper easy to make at home. Let me show you what you need. You need a bottle of some kind. A water bottle, an old pop bottle, whatever you like. Fill it up a little past halfway with water. You need some food coloring to color your water. If you want to put a boat in there, just take some toothpicks. You could hot glue them, but that's hot. You don't want to use that. Get one of those little rubber bands your mom puts in your sister's hair. Just go ahead and rubber band them together. There's your boat. And then you need some oil. Now, use what you got at home. Maybe you got baby oil. That's clear. That looks good. But you know, most everybody has just some cooking oil. And then one of the most important things your mom is going to think is the tape to put over it so that it doesn't come apart and spill oil all over her carpet. So, take your water bottle. It's a little over halfway full. Take your food coloring and put 4 drops in. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, see? If you want it lighter or darker, you can change it to whatever you like. I think I wanted another couple drops. Okay? So, there's the water. Now, we're going to take the oil. Now, this is up to you, whether you want to use a funnel or whether you want to pour it or whether maybe you want your mom to do it. Not a bad idea. Take it and carefully pour it in. Now, oil doesn't mix with water. It will rise to the surface. Fill it till it's, whoops, about full. If you can help it, you don't want air bubbles in it. Woo! Jesus didn't get in the boat with his disciples. Drop your boat in. Screw your lid back on. Wipe it off just in case you got some oil around it, you know. And tape. I'm using duct tape because it sticks really good. And there, you got your storm in the bottle. Back boat. There. So remember, the waves came up, The storm was going. The disciples were scared to death. Jesus stood up, said, "Peace, be still," and the storm stopped. We can do the same way. Sometimes our lives seem like they're in a storm. It's just a mess. We pray to Jesus, and He can calm our hearts. He can calm the storm. The water was still there. They were still out in the boat, but Jesus helped them get safely to shore. So try that at home. And it reminds you of Jesus and how He can give you peace in your life.